Good evening, I'm Ken Bastida.
I'm Dana King. Tonight, the FBI was back at it again, conducting another search in the Sandra Cantu murder investigation. But that's not the most intriguing part of the probe. A neighbor has reported the theft of a suitcase similar to the one in which Sandra's body was found. Joe Vasquez is following the latest developments from Tracy. Joe.
Dana, that neighbor is the pastor's granddaughter, 28-year-old Melissa Huckaby. This is her Kia SUV. She parked it here in front of police headquarters before she went inside to talk to investigators a few hours ago. Now, she may be the link between the suitcase Sandra Cantu's body was found in and the searches of a church. FBI agents and Tracy police officers went back through the shed behind the Clover Road Baptist Church. It's an area they have searched and researched before, but once again they collected evidence. Melissa Huckaby told me by phone she is the granddaughter of Lane Lawless, the pastor of the church, and that she may be the owner of the suitcase that held Sandra Cantu's body. I want to stress police are not naming her as a suspect. In fact, Huckaby claims her suitcase was stolen the same day Sandra went missing. Huckaby lives in the mobile home park with her parents and was a neighbor of Sandra Cantu. This is Huckaby in her SUV earlier this evening, leaving the mobile home park. She waved me off, saying she couldn't talk right now. A minute later, she sent me a text message saying she was on the way to meet with police detectives. Huckaby told the local newspaper, the Tracy Press, that her missing suitcase has an Eddie Bauer logo. It's waterproof and charcoal trimmed. It matches a general description of the suitcase Sandra's body was found inside. On the very same day Sandra went missing, Huckaby tells the press she was packing her car to do some work at the nearby church, where she claims to be the Sunday school teacher. But she says she ended up leaving the suitcase next to her car at the mobile home park, drove off without it. About 30 minutes later, she says she left her grandfather's church to go back to the park to retrieve her suitcase. By then, it was gone. 8-year-old Sandra Cantu had come over that day to visit Huckaby's daughter, but Huckaby says she told Sandra to go away because she was too busy. Huckaby says she is now speaking out because she believes her grandfather is innocent.
I wanted to make clear that he was not at all somebody that would do anything. And the only reason that the police are over here and over at the church so much is because Sandra was my daughter's best friend and came over here almost every day and played with my daughter. And another thing is the suitcase. That was my suitcase. It was stolen out from in front of my house.
I should mention Melissa Huckaby is talking to individual reporters tonight. I talked to her briefly but then got disconnected, or she hung up. I then text messaged her and asked to meet with her. That's when she told me she was on her way here to talk to the police. I asked if we could talk afterwards, and she texted maybe. And we're back live. She's been inside there, or at least her car has been parked here for about 4 hours, and we have not seen her tonight so far. Now, as for what took her so long to speak out publicly, she told the Tracy Press, the local newspaper, that she's been in the hospital in intensive care, and in fact she won't tell us exactly what the ailment was, but apparently, Dana, she says it was internal bleeding, and it's still a question mark as to exactly how she was related to Sandra Cantu. Police are not naming any suspects, and they won't even tell us whether the suitcase was hers.
But back to the suitcase being allegedly stolen. Is there a timeline on this when she told police? Did she make a report, or did it just come up?
She did not make a report, and what she says happened is she misplaced the suitcase, or she put it out there, and she says somebody stole it, and then she contacted police, and they told her to make a report. You have to do that through the phone or the internet, and she says she just never got around to it. Once Sandra was reported missing, she says she told investigators when they came around and talked to everybody, hey, my suitcase was stolen that same day.
It's a pretty big suitcase to forget and drive away and leave it in your driveway.
It is, yeah. It's just another of many strange clues in this case.
Yeah, twists and turns. Joe Vasquez and Tracy, thank you.
You bet.
And we have much more on the search for Sandra's killer on our website, including raw video of tonight's FBI search and this afternoon's police briefing. Just go to CBS5.com.